Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Dragon Ball Speak, a show where we summarize and review every episode of Dragon Ball Z and rate them each on a scale of 1 to 7 stars. I'm one of your hosts, Brandon.
And I'm Wesley.
Oh, you sound like Schmitty to me.
Where's Majin Buu?
And this is Dragon Ball Speak, episode 78. We're back to our regularly scheduled programming. I tweeted out that we were going to be uploading Sunday. That was a bold-faced lie because Here we are on Saturday morning live. Not actually live, but close enough.
We lower your expectations so that when we meet them, it feels like we exceeded them. That's the Dragon Ball Speak way. Take that, Mike!
Thank you to our Patreon supporters. Zachary Gooden, Brian Kazmala, Aiden Wable, Rai Pat O, 1992. And a very special birthday shout out to Brian Kazmala.
Oh, shit. Happy birthday. Happy birthday, Brian Kazmala.
Oh, no. You never thought you'd be getting a Schmitty, if you even know who that is, impression saying happy birthday. Let me do one of my own. Dragon Ball Speak, happy birthday. Dragon Ball Speak, we wish you a happy birthday. We wish you a Super Saiyan birthday. Oh, boy.
I was trying to predict.
And you didn't even have to pay extra to get that happy birthday. Actually, you know what? You got that because you're a Patreon supporter. You too, friendly listeners, could be Patreon supporters if you have a couple extra bucks. If not, thank you for your support anyway. I wanted to talk about a couple things before we get to the episodes. First off, question for Wesley by Godzilla00X on youtube.com/Dragon Ball Speak. Question for Wesley. Do you think Broly in this movie, Broly Second Coming, is stronger than Vegeta when Vegeta fought Buu? So Vegeta fights Buu as Majin Vegeta and dies. But do you think Broly fighting Gohan in Second Coming could beat Majin Vegeta one-on-one? Or vice versa?
I'm going to say no.
Who wins?
I think Majin Vegeta wins.
Why?
Goku can beat Broly. He did last time. Broly's a little stronger this time, but the time passing, I'm going to say that they've both gained in equal strength.
Goku beat Broly.
Fair.
With a punch that blew up his stomach, but it didn't really make sense.
Yes, that's the hard part. That's the tricky part with these movies. That said, Majin Vegeta, as strong as Goku, possibly stronger. Definitely stronger. Well,
besides Super Saiyan 3.
Yeah.
But we'll ignore that for now.
Yes. So I want to say Majin Vegeta beats Broly, but I think their fight would actually be one where they both end up dead because neither would have Broly obviously doesn't care about anything or his surroundings or anybody. He's just trying to kill. The thing with our heroes...
Majin Vegeta arguably had the same.
Exactly. And the thing with our heroes that fought Broly in Second Coming is their goal was to minimize casualties and the Earth dying. Vegeta would not care. He would be fighting Broly for the thrill of the fight to prove himself. And if that means crashing through hundreds of buildings or blowing craters in populated parts of the Earth, they would have no problem doing it, either of them. So, yeah, I think it would be like a Godzilla versus Kong kind of situation.
Do you want to know what I think? I think that Broly stomps. And I think that because of a couple of reasons. I think that because once Broly goes legendary, a.k.a. Berserk mode, a.k.a. green hair, I don't think Majin Vegeta would even really damage him. I think that, that's part of it. I think that because of plot reasons. I don't think that necessarily due to like legitimate strength, but I think that Broly is a character that when he's used in these two movies, he is basically like written to be invincible no matter who he's fighting. Not invincible, but you get what I'm saying. I think Broly stomps. I think Vegeta would lose. And I also think that... God, I had something else. I also think that... but he has to... You got the gears
Are you
turning,
about to
bro. You got the gears turning. Had a little stroke. He's asking if Broly is stronger than Majin Vegeta. I think Broly is stronger. He's fighting Super Saiyan 2 Gohan, who is probably a little weaker than Majin Vegeta at Super Saiyan 2.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he's stronger.
Who's cooler looking? Majin Vegeta or the legendary Super Saiyan Broly?
That is a question I wish you would not have asked me.
I know, because I know you're a big Majin Vegeta
I think
fan.
I have to say Majin Vegeta.
Yeah.
The guy liner just kills it for me
Yeah.
in a good way. You agree?
Yeah, I think so.
I think Broly looks better in Second Coming than he did in the first movie.
I agree.
I think his super design is the best of all three, but you haven't really seen that yet. I wanted to say something else too. I called it the father-son Kamehameha last episode. That it was wrong because that is in reference to Goku and Gohan versus Cell, which Goku is not even actually there, but you get what I'm saying. That's the father-son Kamehameha. The one in Broly's Second Coming is the family Kamehameha.
Every family has one. We all know how it feels to gather up with your family members in Kamehameha. We should have known that.
Pretty soon we're going to be able to do that in Fortnite.
That's what's up. If you want to play Fortnite with us and get rocked, get your shit rocked,
DM us on Twitter.
DM us on Twitter, and you will get destroyed by hopefully Goku, Vegeta, and Android 18.
No, actually, DM us on Twitter. Maybe we can squat up. Anyway, point being, the point has been the point's been discussed.
It has been.
Moving on, I wanted to mention a couple comments on our YouTube from Crimson Cloud. Hey, Brandon and Wesley, just wanted to drop a comment. Been a Spotify listener for the past few months. Shout out to our Spotify listeners.
Woo!
I've listened to every episode and just wanted to thank you guys for brightening my day so often. Every episode makes me laugh multiple times without fail. You deserve more subs, more following. Thank you guys. Thank you, Crimson Cloud.
Thank you, Crimson Cloud. That means so much.
We have been having a hard year, I think. Both of us in our own ways.
Yes.
And comments like that really help.
It does. If you've been following the show for a long time, you know that we are not here to get thousands of views or thousands of subs. One, because it's not actually happening. We aren't getting that many thousands of views or subs. But also, this is just me and Brandon being friends and kind of opening you guys up into it, and you get to watch it happen. Like, we'd be watching Dragon Ball Z and talking about it anyway, and it's always been about that journey. So you loving it means so much.
It basically means that you are also you're in our circle. It's like, we don't know each other. We're not necessarily friends, but we are friends in the fact that you are listening to two friends talk about something that they like a lot. And
theoretically,
it's really cool.
All of our full-time listeners should be, if we all sat at a dinner table and talked about Dragon Ball Z, it would be like we were all homies.
It really would. It would be like, oh, we all know each other already.
We're all Dragon Ball speakers.
Squeakers. And then also Rakatensky, not to uninclude anybody. Hope you guys blow up in views and subs at some point soon. This is one of the best review-based podcasts out there. You're like the red letter media of Dragon Ball. Also much appreciated. Thank you guys so much.
Thank you so much. That seriously means the world.
It does. Moving on to episode
252.
Thank you. Called
Unlikely Friendship.
Okay, so you saw this episode title on accident before we started watching.
Yeah.
Did you think it was going to be
my least favorite character?
Your two least favorite characters, basically.
No, I didn't. And this week might be the worst week of all of Dragon Ball Z. I had to endure 3 episodes of mostly Mr. Satan antics, and there's so many ups and downs here. We're going to get into it, but damn it.
Are you coming around on Mr. Satan at all?
Hell no.
I'm so sad.
I was prepared to give episode 254 the highest score I've ever given an episode ever, because Mr. Satan took that Glock to the chest.
No.
And I was like, let's go. We got Mr. Satan. He's iced. Finally, somebody did it. This man's been lying to the world, lying through his teeth. Now he's buddying up with a dude who's killed 4/5 of the world. And then
he's not, he was trying to kill him.
No, but he stopped trying to kill him
because he stopped killing people. He fixed him.
I would still kill that person for killing 4/5 of the world.
Where it's a work in progress, It's like I can fix him.
Here's the thing. No, you shouldn't fix Boo.
My wife said she can fix Homelander. That means
That's
that Mr.
terrifying.
Satan can fix Boo.
No, nobody. You don't want to fix Homelander. You don't want to fix Boo. There's only one way to go with these kind of characters, and it's Vegeta knows it. Goku knows it, but he won't allow himself to go there. And I think Gotenks knows it too.
Let's talk about it because I actually really like these episodes for what it's worth. 252 is called Unlikely Friendship. We get that stylized open. Once again, Boo is destroying a city and killing people.
Yeah.
We've only seen it 10 times so far. He's killed apparently 4/5 of the world's population. And yet Satan gives them hope. The world is excited because Satan has been training and he's going to go kill Majin Buu. The boys, we cut to the boys after their fusion fail with Majin Buu getting their asses beat. They have apparently learned a lesson. Now, my question to you.
Did they really learn a lesson?
They learned a lesson this episode that they should not have been cocky and they made a mistake and so on and so forth. They need to take this more seriously. In the following episode, do you believe that they retained that lesson?
No shot.
It's unfortunate,
isn't
it?
It's absurd. And I mean, they're kids. It's funny. But, like, y'all just got your ass beat. Like, you're still feeling it. And you guys are going right back into it. You think because you got yellow hair now that you're going to beat Boo? Come on.
It's frustrating because this particular section of the arc kind of feels like a broken record. Like we are watching the same few episodes over and over again.
I get that feeling
with
too.
few developments that are sometimes...
Was any of this filler?
No.
That's...
I mean, maybe,
wild.
Scenes here and there, but this
Mixed
is not... Everything with Satan, this is like actually what goes down.
But it'd be a lot easier to read because it's probably like 8 pages.
Yeah. I mean, I think that Boo getting mad and like that whole sequence, I don't think that Satan actually gets shot. I think that all just happens when the dog gets shot. But they added some filler in between there.
And proving your point, the broken record thing, they literally did the dog shot thing, healed the dog, and then they did the same thing with Mr. Satan.
Yeah, that was filler technically.
And like, why he got just as mad with the dog. I guess like it took 2 almost murders to get him so angry that he separates or whatever.
The Purge, bro. The Purge 29. Oh, what is it called? The Purge 20. What is it called? What's the newest Purge called? Anyway,
it's like a prequel, isn't it? Like it's the one where they like election night.
Election day. I don't know. So they did not actually learn a lesson, but luckily we cut back to Mr. Satan. The champ is on the scene. Given that you knew the title of the episode, I assume at this point you knew that the unlikely friendship would be Satan and Boo.
Yes.
Now, obviously, Satan has every intention to kill Boo any way that he knows how, so he offers him...
Mind you, which is not the honorable way that the fighter he acts like he is would do. This is my biggest problem with Mr. Satan.
Yes.
He's all talk.
Yes, but that's like... but he's not a bad guy.
I disagree. He's a fraud.
Yes.
Bad. Don't be frauds.
Yeah, but he is trying to help in his own way.
Wow, he's trying to...
He did throw an elbow at Boo. He threw a bow.
What's the word? Opportunist.
Yes.
He wants to help, but he needs to do it in such a way where he can come out the Mr. Satan that he's been propping up for years.
I stand by the fact that he saved the world versus Cell. Because he's the reason Gohan turned Super Saiyan 2. Because he threw Android 16's head.
No.
Nah.
You're wrong.
He's being a bush bitch, and I say that because it's like in Fortnite when you hide in a bush. Back to Fortnite. I have been playing Fortnite again, ladies and gentlemen. 0 build only. He's hiding behind a bush. He's trying to get closer to home. No one's home. He does a little toot.
I'm a bush bitch, by the way.
Do you like the toot?
I do actually, yeah. He gets a little bonus points for me. Mr. Satan with the Wario fart equals legend. I just think that, yeah, when you're fighting an enemy that seems pretty insurmountable, you need to get creative. And I'll give Mr. Satan props. He's the only person who's like really getting creative because, yeah, I know. Like, okay, imagine you're in a fight with somebody. Okay. And, imagine we're fighting. I've got you pinned.
Yes.
And I just straight, like, shit on you.
Like, literally shit?
What would happen in the fight? You'd be done. You would not be fighting back because you'd have, like, poop all over you. You would need to go shower. It's a biohazard. It's stinky. Like,
I believe that me personally, I would probably continue to fight.
Well, we'll see after this. Patreon, we will upload the poop cut.
That is banned on Patreon. You're gonna have to subscribe to something else.
We'll do OnlyFans or something. We'll get you the Dragon Ball Speak poop cut.
Yes, we will. So yeah, he gets scared by a lizard, but it's just a lizard, and so he started like dancing around, and then it turns out Majin Buu is there now. He flew in, and so we get Majin Buu and Mr. Satan.
Have some chocolates.
He's scared,
Yeah.
and Majin Buu is going to turn him into candy. However, he offers him some chocolates. They are full of cyanide.
Yes.
No, it does not kill Majin Buu, but Mr. Satan tried. It didn't work, and so now he gives him a Game Boy.
I thought for a second he had a Glock in his bag. There was a sliver of like a metal-looking object, and I was like, "Oh my god, he's about to just whip out. He's gonna just right to the face."
The blicky.
No, but no, it was a Game Boy.
Game Boy.
And it
He was
has
playing
all
Satan games.
Yeah, it's got Mr. Satan games. If the Game Boy was released in the 80s or 90s and it was all games about Satan, America would have been like, "This is bad."
If there was if there was a guy named Satan that like everyone worshipped, I think, yeah. Apparently, Hercule is not his first name. That's just like a Western thing.
Oh.
Apparently, his first name is Mark, canonically.
Mark Satan?
Yep. And the reason it's Mark is because in Japanese, his name is Maku, which is Mark in English, but that's an anagram of Akuma, which means devil in Japanese.
Akuma, I think, is a fighter in Street Fighter.
That sounds right. The Game Boy blows up, and Boo liked it. It did not kill him. And then he gives him... Oh, yeah, and then Boo gives Satan the people candy, which he spits out because they're made out of people. And then he throws an elbow at him, trying to get him whenever he tells him to go look over there. Classic
Boo doesn't
move.
even realize it.
Which, yeah, of course, Satan... He wouldn't even realize it if Yamcha threw an elbow, much less Mr. Satan.
Where is Yamcha?
He's on the lookout.
We haven't heard him in like 40 episodes.
He said something about the Super Saiyan fusion.
That's right.
He's like, "Whoa, this power is unbelievable." That was not Yamcha.
That sounded like Vegeta.
In my defense, we really haven't heard him very much lately, so my impression is weak. Damn, I'm pretty bummed about that. I'm gonna let it be.
Bummed about your impression.
Yeah, that sucked. He took a photograph with Boo to mark their friendship, but actually he's standing over him like he killed him. He gets Boo to do it because Boo doesn't know any better.
Yeah, this is the opportunist, Mr. Satan, we all know and hate.
Correct. And then training is over. I don't know why I wrote that.
Training is over?
Training is over.
Oh, the kids.
Yeah, training is over. Not. That's what I wrote.
Yeah, they know now that planning is good. And next episode, we're going to see that happen.
The worst part is they get a little heartfelt Piccolo speech, and it was actually pretty nice. And they would have been a good pivot for some development for the young...
Trunks gets a little introspective. He's like, my father never planned, and that's why what happened to him. Like, he failed because of that, and we failed because we didn't plan. We got to strategize, and Piccolo's like, "Oh my God, yes."
Could have been a moment of growth.
Yep.
Girth.
And
Great.
And then, yeah.
I gave it a 4 out of 7.
I gave it a 2 out of 7.
You really were bored, or like
no?
You just didn't like
I mean, it's probably like a 3 or 4, but at this point, like if Mr. Satan shows up, it's -2 points.
Well, luckily next episode we get way more Mr. Satan, so let's move on.
But it's a little better.
I Kill No More. I actually liked this episode quite a bit.
I kill no more.
Nice meditative state. Oh yeah, Gohan. So that was a lot better than my Yamcha.
I like that you're like actually like beat up that your Yamcha sounded like Vegeta.
I'm a little sad. Yeah, so Gohan, how long you think? What is this?
It was supposed to be 5 hours or something, or like a few hours. Goku was gonna go take a nap, and now they are like, I just had no idea. It just feels like they had no idea what to do with Gohan or Goku, and yeah, I just don't know what's going on here.
So it's funny. Because that is also what I think.
Yeah.
I think that you got, like I've said before, you've got these plot threads where it's like, oh, Goku has Super Saiyan 3 now. Never mind, he's dead. And then it's like, oh, fusion is a thing. Goten and Trunks will save the day. Oh, wait, they're just acting really obnoxious.
Z-Sword.
And then Z-Sword, and then now Gohan's getting this potential unlocked. He's already had his potential unlocked before, but now it's happening again, but for reals this time. And it's like, do you think the Gohan stuff pays off or not? Do you think okay, so now I got to ask again. We got Gotenks, we got Gohan. That's our only two real I would say active and Satan. I guess. That's our 3 plot threads. We do leave on a cliffhanger, but what do you think is like the payoff?
I think Boo is going to save the world. I think evil Boo, I think he poofed out his evilness, like if that makes sense, like kind of purged his negativity, like the drive to kill out, and that's why we have the gray like cockroach from Men in Black looking thing there, and he's obviously not a great guy. He's very bad, and I think Boo is good now, or will be good, and I think Boo is going to be key to stopping the bad guy. But I think we're gonna have some drama because Gotenks doesn't know that. Gotenks is gonna show up to fight Boo. Boo's gonna be like, "Fucking stop!" and then because he wants them to fight the other one with him, and then 3-way fight. But yeah, I think Boo is going to be key to killing Boo. Your laughter makes me think I'm a little off base.
No. My laughter is because I was like, sometimes I like think about doing an impression, but I think it's like it might be too much. And I'm
you just gotta go for it, man.
Yeah, maybe later.
The people who come to Dragon Ball speak for the impressions, I'm told.
I don't think they do. Maybe they do. Drop a comment. So Gohan's in a meditative state. The Elder Kai is taking forever. It hasn't been 20 hours yet. It's always like this. It's always, I don't know, waiting for Goku to land on Namek, or waiting for Goku to show up when Vegeta's killing everyone in Nappa.
We don't even know what Goku's doing.
He's dead. He's right
No,
there.
but like, what is he doing? Like he's just chilling. He's just hanging out with his son.
He can't go to Earth.
Yeah.
So he's just there.
I guess they had to like sell the show in commercials or something.
In Cell Fight, we're waiting for the hyperbolic time chamber and everything. I don't know. Sometimes I get a little irritated with the waiting sections, I guess you could say, because we all want to see Gohan go to Earth and fight Majin Buu as a stronger person, but you know how time. It's just Dragon Ball Z time. At the end of the day, Dragon Ball Z time can be a fickle mistress. Yeah. Now the boys remember their fight failing, but at the end of the previous episode, they had said they had no memories from their fusion.
Yeah, so as we learned in Second Coming, sometimes you gotta bend the plot a little bit. Just kind of
you do
make it work.
You do bend it. So here we get the Super Saiyan fusion. It is finally time for them to fuse as Super Saiyans. It's actually a quite good scene.
Yes.
They used the Super Saiyan 3 music. It was good. It's well animated. It's cool.
Yes.
And then they are once again a cocky bastard.
Yes. Fusion plus Super Saiyan is promising. Those are my notes. Boom. Arrow from that note. Super Saiyan Gotenks equals still an asshole.
Yeah. Circled Earth 9 times in less than 30 minutes. Now, folks, I'm not going to do the math here, but I'm pretty sure that's like faster than the speed of light.
We got a speedster on our hands.
I don't know if that's true. Someone calculate it for me, please. Now,
Piccolo keeps up too.
He's just being. No, he does not keep up.
Oh, you're right. They make fun of him after that.
Correct.
Yeah.
Now it's a little obnoxious. He's like wasting time, and Piccolo's like, "You're wasting time again," and he's being a cocky little jerk. And then we cut to these guys, Schmitty, and I don't think we caught a name for the other guy. John.
No, he's Irish, so he's probably Atlas from BioShock, I believe.
Yeah, so they snipe a very nice old couple. It's actually extremely sad.
And like
out of nowhere.
It's just, it really is. I was like, is this a new bad guy? Like, this is like a Terminator level threat. He is impeccable with aiming. He follows his target perfectly. No movement on the scope. So he's pressing L3 to stop breathing.
Yes.
And then snipes that old woman right in the head. They were just trying to get to the mountains to survive Boo's attacks. They were worried about their grandchildren in West City. And this guy's just like, oh, he's saying the world gonna murder finally. And he's just murdering people.
What is that? Australian?
Yeah, it's definitely like Australian. It's like a very whoever's doing it obviously is not Australian. They're doing like the most hyperbolic version of Australian.
Hyperbolic time chamber.
It's like Korg if Korg was 10 times more annoying in Love and Thunder.
Korg is a New Zealander. Also, he could not possibly be more annoying in Love and Thunder.
That is true. He is New Zealand.
Because Taika Waititi is from New Zealand.
Yeah.
And he also made the worst movie film has ever seen. and it's the worst movie ever made. Moving on. So they get sniped, and we get a couple bad guys. Yeah, so the other old guy's like, I don't want to kill anyone. And then he does it, and he's like, oh, that was freaking sweet. So then they go on a murder rampage through the city because they're like, everyone's going to die anyway. Why not?
This is wild. We absolutely have people living among us like this.
That is true.
These are the same people that, like, if the purge happened, they'd be like, I'm going straight to killing.
Among Us.
Among Us?
Well, that was the you have one upon.
I'm familiar. I've never played it, but
you never played Among Us. That's so crazy.
I've had to cover it, and I know the trailers and all that. You
know. We get less than a minute left for this fusion, and yet, yes, he fights. He flies off to fight Majin Buu. Immediately unfuses as he shouts some BS, and then flies away scared as his two boys, which is very annoying. And then we get the TNT. Satan. I almost, for some reason today, I keep wanting to call him Mark. And it's because I read that fact like on Reddit like a week ago. Okay, Mark puts TNT in the vase, and guess what? He never blows it up because as soon as Boo comes back, which is right after that, he has a hurt puppy, and he
but
heals.
Why? Why does he have a hurt puppy? Because they just read a story about a puppy that gets killed, and Boo loves that story. He loves that the puppy gets killed.
Did that happen?
Yeah,
I didn't even put that together.
And then also on the book. The back of the book has a picture of a puppy, and it's the same dog.
Well, how about that?
So Boo was like, I like this dog. I'm going to go find one. He does find one. It's broken. He heals it. So now we've got some like healing powers going on. Tommy, yeah. And now Boo is falling in love with this dog. He's realizing, maybe he's got a touch of humanity inside of him. And Satan sees this and is like, you know what? I can't kill him. His dog is licking him, and he's licking the dog.
It was really cute.
It is cute. I'm not a dog licker. My dogs do sometimes lick me. I'm not the kind that like lets them lick my whole mouth. They can get like a kiss on the cheek or sometimes. I've seen people like basically make out their dogs, and I'm always like,
But Boo is so innocent and childlike and nice that he is licking his doggy.
With a big old tongue.
Very big tongue.
That tongue do, Boo.
Everything with the dog and Boo I think is very sweet. And I do think that it's like, yes, obviously he's a villain, so to speak. But like he even explains when he says, I kill no more, that it was close. It was better than Yamcha. It was better than Yamcha.
That was good.
He explains that he was just always, Bibbidi always told him to destroy stuff, and then Bobbidi always told him to kill people, and so that's just all he's ever known. And so here he is with Mark, as I call him, and he's told that killing people is bad. And so he's like, okay, I won't do it anymore. And really, he just likes him.
And Satan's like, why? Why didn't we do this from the start?
So is he evil, or is he like just like told to do bad things and didn't know any better? Because he's a little childish or stupid, as they say. All kids are stupid. All kids are stupid.
Yeah. We were all stupid. Some of us are still stupid. I'm still stupid.
No, you tell me about it. I get stupider with every day that passes. So the puppy gets shot.
Yeah, another impeccably aimed shot. Puppies run very erratically, and this guy keeps track of him like it's nothing. This is basically Bradley Cooper, American Sniper. I've never seen that movie. It seems like war propaganda for the U.S., but
it is quite bad.
Apparently, he's like a really good sniper.
Bradley Cooper is surprisingly big in that movie. He's like pretty big.
Like buff?
Yeah. He's like
a thick boy.
Not like chubby, but he's like buff, but he's not like he's not like
a bear.
Sure. Sure. Yeah, the puppy gets shot. It's very sad. Boo starts freaking out, getting really mad, and it sucks because we were so close to everything being happy and okay, but then the dog gets shot, and he gets super mad, and the episode ends there. I gave this one a 5 out of 7. I was thoroughly entertained the whole time, and I really thought it was a sweet episode.
3 out of 7.
Because of Mark?
Yeah.
What would you give it without his presence?
Probably like a 6 or 7. I love dogs.
Moving on to episode 254, The Evil of Men. Men are so evil. Boo's power up, because he is so angry, I think looks very sick.
Yeah, I like it. I want to smell it.
I think it is like bubblegum.
Oh, really? I was thinking it's very stinky.
What did we say? We had okay. This is a retrospective. A long time ago, probably a year ago, we had a really long chat about something smelling. Was it Boo's gas?
Not a year ago.
That was like 6 months ago? No, it wasn't even 6 months ago.
No, we met Boo.
And it smelled like pork? What did we say? Was that here in this new studio?
It was, yeah.
Oh wow, time is a
It
flat
must
circle.
have smelled. I think we both thought it smelled different. I think I said it smelled stinky. Or no, I think we said like maybe like a bacon or something.
Yeah.
It's a pork, yeah, like bacon, like a fatty type of pork. But yeah, I'd like to put a glass over it. Let the glass fill up with his smoke. Maybe an ice cube or two, some whiskey.
That's like a smoked cocktail, a Boo smoked cocktail. Yes, let's. Yeah, his power up looks good. He's super mad. We've never seen him look like this or anything. And finally, Mr. Satan won a fight.
Yeah,
he beat those dudes' asses, and it was actually quite satisfying.
He did. Yeah, it was weird. I was like, who did this?
You forget that like he's in terms
fighter.
of normal people, he is technically like pretty strong and like pretty well trained.
Yeah.
Now, Piccolo is watching Satan, and he's like, I don't like this guy, but I also don't want him to get hurt, and he's in immense danger hanging around Boo. And Dende's like, yes, I agree. And but they kill those guys, we presume. He does heal B, the dog. His name is now B, which is incredibly cute.
Yeah.
And Satan is touched by that as well. And then he builds the house again into a dog house. He has to rebuild it because it was blown up with rockets.
Yeah.
Don't know how Satan survived that.
Well, he was behind them on the cliff, so he's
Apparently.
instant transmissioned over to the cliff.
Wait, he learned that technique?
Yeah, he did. He shows it later in the
He did.
show too.
But he still gets shot.
Yeah.
So it's a doghouse now. It hasn't been 20 hours yet because we cut back to Gohan, and he's like, it hasn't been 20 hours
Now
yet,
they have
has
a
it?
TV with like aerobics playing for
Roshi style.
Supreme
For Roshi
Roshi.
Kai.
And he's just worried. He just wants to know more about Bulma. He wants to know about this girl that he's going to get to kiss. Just his usual pervert antics. And Gohan is not happy. Bulma's a family friend, and he's also feels like his time's being wasted, just like the rest of them who were just watching.
This episode looks so bad.
Yeah. That's why I was wondering if this was filler because,
No.
yeah.
It's just really, really bad looking. Like I said, that chunk of it was filler. Like, I think his house being rebuilt to look like a dog, and then everything with Satan afterwards, like cooking for him and stuff, is technically filler. But yeah, the episode looks really bad. I'm very tired of Goten and Trunks getting the same lesson over and over again at this point. It has been, I would say, probably 6 times we've had the same conversation.
Yeah, and you can only do the they're kids thing like so many times.
The thing is about watching kids is that you cannot really relate to them because they are super annoying and young.
Yes.
Even though they're somewhat interesting to watch because they're so strong, like they're so frustrated. You feel more of Piccolo's frustration than you do the boys' like excitement.
Yeah, but he's a good father.
He is.
Figure.
I'm not the stepdad. I'm the dad who stepped up. I sent him an old meme the other day. He liked
a good one. I did like it a lot.
Anyway, so they're giving. I'm just tired of them. That's all I wrote right there. They're giving B a bath, and Satan gets in the bath, and they just take a bath together, and he almost drowns him.
Mr. Satan slips on soap and flips right into the tub, and his butthole was maybe a foot away from Boo's face.
He did show hole.
Yeah.
He did a little bit of perineum sunning, as they say on TikTok nowadays.
Do you remember when that was a thing when people were trying to say that you should do that to survive or something?
People say it's
I did it. I mean, it's great, but
people say it gives you energy and it helps you.
I mean, it theoretically makes sense. When you put alcohol in your butt, you get drunk if because it gets right into your bloodstream, I think, or something like that. I don't know how that works. I've never butt lubed or whatever they call it. So if you get sun directly into the hole, presumably you will get charged up.
I could go outside right now in the broad daylight at 3 p.m., the hottest part of the day. I could strip naked, spread my cheeks, and let the sun blare to my butthole, and still no sun would actually reach my anus or my gooch because it's like there's freaking steel wool in between my cheeks. And it's thick, and every time I poop, it's like pushing a dead horse through the woods, and it just wouldn't work. And as a result of that, I don't think perineum sunning would benefit me as a person.
Yeah. I don't think anybody should be subject to watching you tan your perennial.
You wouldn't see anything.
Your perineum.
You wouldn't see anything. It's like Brillo.
A strangely poop-focused episode.
That's why it's on my mind. That's why
Yeah.
all these things are on my mind.
Because I've recently played a game, you can read my review of it on GameInformer.com, called Cult of the Lamb, and a big part of that
His
game
first
is
ever
cleaning
video
up.
review.
It's true, yeah. You can go listen to my words on YouTube.
GameInformer.com.
Yes, a big part of that game is cleaning up your cult members' poop. So I got poop on the brain. I've got poop on the brain.
Have you ever played Binding of Isaac?
A little bit.
Lots of poop in that.
Yeah, I actually think the game Cult of the Lamb is a little inspired by Binding of Isaac.
You know what's crazy is the guy who made Binding of Isaac made it in like 2010 or 2011, and that is the only game he has ever made. He made it completely independently, kind of like Stardew Valley, and he is rich.
Yeah,
from like re-releases and updates, and
that's what I'm saying. Just make one good game.
same with Stardew Valley.
Make that indie darling, and then cash out and just chill. If I was rich, I actually still do this. My goal is to get rich doing this. Well, that's not the goal. You know what I mean. But yeah, if I got rich. I'd be
Earlier
off
this
the grid.
episode, we were like, we're not doing this to make any money.
Here's the thing.
The truth slips out.
No, we'd be crazy to say that we were trying to get rich on YouTube. We missed that boat by like a decade.
I'm sorry to everyone who thought my earlier conversation was graphic, but wiping for me is like taking a dry paper towel, and it's not like a Bounty. It's like a Winn-Dixie brand paper towel, or Kroger, if you will, and
Kroger's nice.
wiping peanut butter out of a shag carpet. No water. I don't have a bidet yet.
I go back and forth on bidets.
No. I've used them.
No, they're nice to use, but like that water splashing down back onto the bidet, kind of like when you drink out of a water fountain. Water that's hitting your mouth is getting back onto the part where water comes out. So like at what point does it become as dirty as
That's
what
not
you're
valid.
trying to clean?
That's not valid.
Sorry, sir. Thank you.
Thank me for my service. Trust me when I say that's not valid. The cleanliness that you feel after using a strong bidet,
Yeah.
it's like kind of startling for one. When you use like a real
did
one.
like it when I used it. I'm
What-
just,
if you got poop on your hand,
yeah,
would you wipe it off with a dry piece of paper or would you wash your hands?
dry piece of paper.
That's the same thing, you know?
Yeah, no, it makes sense. It completely makes sense.
Drop a if any of you have bidets at home, drop the links.
Also, let me know if you have the little squat attachment for your toilet. I've been seeing
Squatty
big things
potty.
about that.
They have them
Apparently
at
it's
Aldi.
good. Really?
Cheap.
Thinking about getting one.
15, maybe 20.
I need easier bowel movements.
Satan gets shot through the window by Schmitty. Dead. But not really. Boo is very, very mad again and heals him with the little control he has left, and then yells at Satan to leave because he is...
Get up! Get up!
That was better than mine.
No, I think we both are. That was really good. You're getting the transformation really well. Like because his voice starts to change during this transformation, you start to hear a little like bravado come out.
I'm so sorry. Vibrato.
Bravado.
I'm so sorry to audio listeners. I'm also sorry to video listeners. This last 10 minutes or so of this episode, I think we have truly run out of steam. A little bit. Not truly. A little bit. Much like Boo.
Brought it back.
Who?
You.
Me?
Boo.
I brought it back?
Like you segued us back.
I did, but I ruined it. Now we're back to a brick wall. Boo is very mad. He tells Satan to leave. He's like, get out. And then, so Satan runs away because he believes him. And Boo is like freaking out and he's purging all this steam and we don't really know what's going on.
It's forming into the sky like a cloud.
Very akin to when he was first hatched. Did you have any clue what was going on at this point? Did you expect
Kind
the
of
purging?
Well, no, not the purging. I thought because it was all taking place on the ground at first before it started to rise into the sky like a cloud. So I was like, when this fog dissipates, I think that's the word.
Dissipates.
There's gonna be like
Dilapidates.
a more grown up Boo, because I'm sticking with my theory that I'm not really sticking with it anymore because I've kind of been proven wrong. But at the moment, I was like, Boo's a kid. He's turning into like a teenager now, or adult, or whatever's next for a Boo. And I thought the fog was gonna disappear and we'd see like a new form of him, but instead he purged, and now he has a gray Boo.
Have you ever seen this?
No.
You know what's funny is it has been before your very eyes this entire time, right here.
That is very funny.
I noticed it last week. I was like, huh.
Nah, didn't notice once.
Yep. There he is. Majin Buu evil.
Damn. Yeah, look at that. That's how good I am to like not focus on anything. If I see anything Dragon Ball related at all, my eyes can kind of shut off.
Audio listeners, it's on the back of this pop box.
Yes.
Some people don't like the Funko Pops. I think I've talked about this before. I like the Funko Pops.
I like Funko Pops.
I like them all. I don't care if it's Dragon Ball Z. I've got some Dragon Ball Z. I've got some Mickey Mouse.
I do think they get like sometimes pops get ahead of themselves.
In what regard?
Like we just don't need to pop for everything.
But that's the beauty of it, is they have everything. That's the point.
That's true, yeah.
Like they have freaking Carl from Jimmy Neutron.
That is actually sick.
I don't know if they...
Jimmy, your mom is like so hot.
Snap, snap, snap. Clap, clap, clap. That's actually Bulby from Jimmy Neutron, who they do not have a pop of, I don't think. I actually don't know if they actually have Carl. Someone please send Dragon Ball Speak a Carl pop to our P.O. box. We don't have a P.O. box yet.
Hi, I'm Paul. Got a blast.
Especially if they have Bulby. Send Bulby. So he purged his evil, what we can only presume. So this to me is a parallel, as they call it, with none other than Piccolo and Kami. If you recall, the original Kami and Piccolo was that they were one Namekian, and then Kami purged the evil from himself to become the Earth's guardian, but then the pure evil version of himself turned good, and so they refused.
Is that what's going to happen here?
What do you think?
No.
So do you think this is Boo's final form, so to speak?
The evil one?
Yeah.
No, my new theory, if you want it now.
I do.
I think Boo is going to purge out different aspects of his personality. For example, maybe jealousy, maybe greed.
Oh, you think we're going to get a...
You need a coffee or something. You think we're going to get a... You think we're going to...
You think we're going to get a... You don't even get the reference I'm going to make. I was going to say, you think we're going to get a Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood situation.
Yeah,
In case you
no
didn't
idea
know,
what that means.
the 7 deadly sins in Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood they're basically the villains of the show. Spoilers.
That is what
it's
I think
not
is
really a
gonna
spoiler.
happen. Also, apparently, there's like a Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood movie coming out or sequel.
I think that was
show
fake.
or
That was
something.
fake.
Oh,
Yeah.
well, I'm glad I didn't report on it. But yeah, I think we're gonna get like the 7 sins out of this. Although evil being the first one to come out kind of throws things.
That's also not one of the 7 sins.
Yeah, exactly. And really, the rest of the sins could be thrown into evil. Technically, greed, jealousy. What's it called?
Lust.
You
You never know.
The desire to eat a lot.
Gluttony.
The desire to
Sloth.
murder. Sloth. That's probably my biggest 7th sin.
Mine's
sins.
gluttony. I eat so much.
Mine's gluttony, and then as a result of gluttony, sloth.
So too.
Yeah.
Mine's lust.
For me.
Yes. For all of the listeners of Dragon Ball Speak, we need to go ahead and end this one, I think.
I gave this episode a 7 out of 7. If you want to know why, it's because just for a moment, everything was right in the world, and Mr. Satan was presumed dead.
I gave it a 5 out of 7 because just for a moment, everything was right in the world, and he legitimately saved the world.
I like that we have such a dichotomy on Mr. Satan. He's irredeemable for me at this point. I've committed too hard to this bit. Mr. Satan is the worst.
It's funny because you thought that we had seen the last of him, essentially.
Like 100 episodes ago.
But now it turns out he's the father of one of the main-ish characters.
My biggest fear is that I'm going to have to deal with Mr. Satan for the rest of my Dragon Ball fandom.
Do you think that Videl and Gohan will get married?
Yeah. They don't really... the girls in Dragon Ball Z so far have kind of been introduced only exclusively to be married to one of our Z fighters.
It's pretty bad. Like, man, I really want this character to have a kid. Okay, introduce this female character.
And then sure enough, it happens. And they also basically take them out of the fight completely once they become a mother. Why is Android 18 not fighting?
Yeah. Bulma is kind of an exception because she was there first, but you know.
And she found that pearl.
From Miss Crab?
On Namek, yeah. Long time ago. Years ago.
Okay. Well, what do you think is going to happen literally next episode? Because we have the two boos now. They fight. They don't fight.
I don't think they're going to physically fight. Like, I think this is like a brother fighting with his brother type of fight where they're going to bicker and be a little annoyed with each other. But I don't think it's going to be like an all-out warfare type fight.
Well, this episode was long enough. Also, we lost a lot of steam. If you're still listening, thank you. Support us. We very obviously need your support. Please give us your support. Just a view.
Yeah.
You gave us the view. That's all. You've already done your part.
Drop us a review on wherever you listen to our podcast or on YouTube. Drop us a review in the comments. And every week moving forward, we will pick one to read on the show.
Yeah, I like reading the nice comments. Also, drop us a review of the road you were driving on if you listen to this audio only.
Yes.
And tell us where it is so we can know where you live. And then also, if you listen to this in like a Starbucks or something, don't tell us. But leave that Starbucks or local coffee shop, leave them a Google review. They will really appreciate it.
Yeah, a nice one.
To our Patreon supporters, look forward to your Patreon exclusive support. What is the word? Rewards this weekend. We're doing that tomorrow, which is today if you're listening on day of release. And thank you. And find out next time on Dragon Ball Speak. Is that all you got? Do you have anything else? Okay.
Yeah. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.